All right, folks, Larry Winget here. I've been taking you through my 10 steps to a happier life. We've covered a lot of things. We've covered 8 of them so far. This is the last in this series. Number 1 was lighten up. Number 2 was forget blame. Number 3 was forget guilt. Number 4 was forget luck. Number 5, give up the constant need to be right. Number 6, scope up. Number 7, rise above the approval for others. And number 8, forgive. The last 2 today. Here we go. Number 9, get healthy and stay that way. If you want to live a happier life, it's really hard to be happy when you feel like shit every single day. It's hard to be happy when you're unhealthy. It's hard to be happy when you don't physically feel well. So get healthy. Now that might mean that you need to give up some of the things that you're doing that make you unhealthy. I would say, first of all, give up overeating. That doesn't work for anybody. Eat, enjoy it. I'm a foodie. I love to eat. I eat everything. Nothing is out of the realm of possibility for me. I'd rather eat a chicken fried steak than anything in this world. It's my favorite food. I'm not going to give that up. Eating a chicken fried steak makes me happy. But if I ate them every single day, I would end up obese and die earlier than I have to. There's so many things in our lives that are killing us and making us unhealthy. You know, I watch these commercials on television, and I watched a guy the other day. It was in this stupid commercial for Advil, Aleve, or something, or Tylenol. I don't remember what it was. One of the painkillers out there, and he was saying, boy, these, and he was unloading some stuff out of the back of a truck, and he said, boy, these Aleve, they help me feel good all day long. And, you know, so he's relying on the pills to help him feel better. And what would really fix that whole issue is if he lost 100 pounds, because the guy in the commercial was obviously 100 pounds overweight, and he wants to know why his knees hurt. You're fat. You're too fat, and that's why your knees hurt. And if you want to be healthy and really happy, you'll lose the 100 pounds and not rely on Aleve as a painkiller or whatever it was, painkiller to reduce the pain and inflammation and all that. Go lose the weight. But see, that requires more of us. And all of these things that I'm talking about on my list of 10 here require some things of us to do. So you're going to have to give up some of the ways that you're living in order to get healthier. You're going to have to do some things differently. Diet and exercise are great ways to get healthy. Watch what you eat. Great way to get healthy. And that it's amazing to me that people are expecting pure happiness, and you're saying, well, I know fat people, I know sick people, and they're still really, really happy. But think about how much happier they could be if they had just stayed healthy from the beginning. Get healthy, folks. And number 10, and this is a big one, stop looking for things outside of yourself to make you happy. Stop looking for things out there to make you happy in here. Happiness is an inside job. It's a cliche. But the reason things become a cliche is probably because they're pretty much true. Happiness does come from within. And if you're thinking that a new boat, a new car, a new house, a new wife, a new relationship, a mistress, yeah, I said it. You're thinking that all those things outside of yourself are going to bring you happiness. They're not. You know, I've got a beautiful house. I've got a great pickup that I love to drive. I got all the things that I could want. I got money in the bank. I got a great relationship for 36 years. And yet at the end of the day, I know that none of those things are responsible for my happiness. None of those things are responsible for my happiness. What's responsible for my happiness is me. Larry Winget is responsible for Larry Winget. And I have to be able to look myself in the eye. I've talked to you many times about the last thing in the world I do at night when I'm brushing my teeth is look me in the eye when I'm brushing my teeth there in the mirror. And I say, you've been a pretty good version of Larry Winget today. You've been the best Larry Winget you could possibly be. I have to be happy with my actions, and that's the only thing I can count on, folks. I can count on me to make me happy. I can't count on the mood my wife's going to be in. I can't count on my kid when he calls, or the person serving me at the restaurant. I can't count on any of those things. I can't count on my truck, my house, my bank account. I can't count on my friends. I can't count on those things to make me happy. You know, Zig Ziglar used to say, if you're waiting for somebody else to show up and turn you on, like flip the switch to motivate you, get you inspired, I will add, or to make you happy, what happens when they don't show up? Because they're going to have lots of days in your life when nobody shows up. It's going to be up to you. So stop looking for things outside of you to bring you true happiness. Folks, I hope you pay attention to these little 10 Steps for a Happier Life. I appreciate the fact that you listen here on Patreon. If you want to know more about anything that I do, you know enough at this point to follow me on YouTube and see the other videos that I post, and watch me on TV if you can, and to read my books. But I appreciate this special opportunity. I'm not saying this stuff out there to anybody else. This is something you are getting sort of an insider view on who I am and what I believe. And this is, I hope it comes across like you and I are having a conversation here, because I want to have a conversation with men and women. This is the Real Man Insights, but we do the Real Man podcast. We wrote the Real Man Handbook and all that sort of stuff. But these principles that I'm talking about work for anyone at any time in any situation. I'm not big on tactics and strategies. I got a lot of them, but I'm more about the principles by which you live your life. And the principles we talk about here, I hope you're paying attention to them and learning from them and getting something out of it. It's great talking to you on these last 5 recordings about my 10 steps for a happier life. All right, thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.